Buick LeSabre is one of the most well-thought-out and well-thought-of cars ever produced. This is evident by the multiple awards it's won over the years. Even though the current LeSabre is long into its current model run, it still has the capability to be recognized as one of the top cars in the North American market. In fact, POLK recently announced that LeSabre had retaken the highest model loyalty in the large car segment in its mid-year 2004 ratings announcement. The vehicle that LeSabre displaced is in fact the competitor in this video, Mercury Grand Marquis GS Convenience. During this video, we'll review key product features of the LeSabre and advantages you can use with customers who are shopping the competition. Specifically, we'll compare the 2005 LeSabre Custom, equipped with the bestseller package, and the Grand Marquis GS Convenience model. For a more comprehensive review of LeSabre product features and benefits, please reference the GM Product Library video. We've organized this video into segments that correspond with the way customers are motivated to buy. We'll compare comfort and convenience, power and performance, ride and handling, quality, reliability, durability, and safety and security. We'll also use this icon to highlight LeSabre Custom's advantages for 2005. These 5 keys to learning will help you create an effective walk-around presentation and will guide you through certification. Also, for more competitive information, take time to review your competitive comparison reference guide. The base 2005 LeSabre is unchanged from last year, except that OnStar is now standard, as it is on all models of the LeSabre. The bestseller package also remains essentially the same, but adds a new available 16-inch machined face aluminum wheel. Other LeSabre packages include wheel and sound, leather and comfort, leather and sound, and leather and wheels. For this program, we'll compare the custom bestseller to the Grand Marquis GS Convenience. The bestseller package provides an exceptionally well-equipped vehicle that comes standard with Driver Information Center, inside rear-view electrochromic mirror, 6-speaker Concert Sound 2 sound system, 15-inch aluminum multi-spoke wheels, traction control, illuminated vanity mirror, and content theft deterrent. To familiarize you with the Grand Marquis GS Convenience, let's take a look at what the standard GS model offers. Major features include 4.6-liter V8 engine, 4-speed automatic transmission, anti-lock disc brakes, speed control, speed-sensitive power steering, power mirrors, windows, and locks, anti-theft system, air conditioning, AM/FM CD stereo, cloth upholstery, 8-way power driver's seat with lumbar support, front and rear mats, and entry lights. The convenience designation adds all-speed traction control, keyless entry via the key fob, and driver's side door keypad, a paint stripe, rear seat reading lights, and power adjustable pedals. From the outset, it's apparent that there are significant differences between the Grand Marquis GS Convenience and LeSabre Custom in terms of basic design. The LeSabre is front-wheel drive and has a transverse-mounted transmission, whereas the Grand Marquis uses a front-engine rear-wheel drive configuration. The Marquis GS Convenience is little changed from last year. You'll note one new color in their palette, light tundra clear coat metallic. Also, two-tone paint will be available for all models. On the exterior, note that the standard GS is equipped with 16-inch steel wheels with chrome wheel covers. Standard equipment on the LeSabre Custom is a 15-inch aluminum wheel. For 2005, a new 16-inch machined face aluminum wheel is available on the Custom and Limited Edition. It provides an even more dynamic look for LeSabre. The Celebration Edition will continue with its own chrome aluminum 16-inch wheel. A point to note is that alloy wheels are not available on the GS. To get them, customers must go to the more expensive Grand Marquis LS. That's nearly a $5,000 bump in price just to get alloy wheels, along with a few other amenities. However, Grand Marquis GS Convenience does have an up-level optional chrome wheel cover available. Another point on the tires and wheel assembly is the fact that Grand Marquis still features white walls, a throwback to their traditional styling. On the interior, spacious 6-passenger seating with 8-way power adjustment is standard on both vehicles. Something that's unavailable on the GS Convenience but is on the LeSabre: heated front seats. Customers have to bump up to the substantially more expensive LS for this feature. Another factor to consider relative to the driver and right front passenger seats is LeSabre's innovative catcher's mitt design. They help properly pocket the occupant during a rear-end collision to reduce the risk of injury. It's a feature not offered on Grand Marquis. Rear seating is comfortable on both models, but the legroom is compromised on the Grand Marquis by the old-fashioned prop shaft hump that's required by the rear-wheel drive configuration. Just for comparison's sake, look at the difference. 39.9 inches on the LeSabre and 38.4 inches on the Grand Marquis. One final point on the seating: leather trim is available on the LeSabre Custom Bestseller, not available on the Grand Marquis GS. Moving to the instrument panel, you'll note many of LeSabre's creature comforts. Our interior styling is contemporary and stylish, while still maintaining full functionality. Grand Marquis GS, on the other hand, has a boxy-looking IP with imitation wood grain accents. It's functional, but far from contemporary. Their IP is redesigned for this year with a new wood grain applique. But it's not up to what LeSabre provides. Also note, there's no driver information center, an item that's part of the package on the 2004 LeSabre Custom Bestseller. To many potential buyers, the audio system is an extremely important area of consideration. It's also an area where LeSabre Custom Bestseller far outdistances the Grand Marquis GS Convenience. In the first place, the Concert Sound 2 system is standard with the Bestseller package. That means right from the start, we feature a 6-speaker premium sound system over their 4-speaker system. And 4 speakers is as far as they go. There's no upgraded sound system for the GS Convenience. One system fits all. The standard AM/FM stereo is equipped with a CD player. LeSabre Custom is available with a radio featuring both CD and cassette. Some other points to note where we have a significant advantage include speed-sensitive volume control, auto tone control for preset equalization choices, and theft lock to protect the radio from potential thieves. None of these features is available on the Grand Marquis GS Convenience. And how about XM satellite radio? Available on the LeSabre Custom Bestseller, nothing comparable on Grand Marquis GS Convenience. Then there's the issue of steering wheel controls for audio and cruise control. They're standard equipment across the board on LeSabre, not available on Grand Marquis GS Convenience. Another item not available on the Grand Marquis GS Convenience is the auto-dimming inside rear view mirror. It's part of the equipment package on the LeSabre Custom. A discussion of comfort and convenience wouldn't be complete without pointing out LeSabre's personal choice memory settings. Through the remote keyless entry system's programmable key fob, your customers can store 2 sets of personal preferences for driver's seat position, favorite radio presets, and preferred delayed locking settings. The key fobs are clearly marked 1 and 2 on the back to easily distinguish which settings match which key fob. This feature is not available on the Grand Marquis GS Convenience. The final point in this segment concerns climate control. Both the LeSabre Custom Bestseller and Grand Marquis GS are equipped with manual climate control, so no advantage there. But in the high-end models, Limited and Celebration, we feature automatic dual-zone climate control, allowing the driver and passenger to individually control output temperatures. The higher-end Grand Marquis LS is equipped with Ford's EATC, Electronic Automatic Temperature Control. This system passenger temperature control. That's a significant LeSabre advantage. All versions of the Buick LeSabre are powered by the award-winning 3800 Series 2 V6, an engine noted for its engineering innovations and capabilities. The 3800 delivers strong, responsive power for quick acceleration and confident passing. Yet it's economical too, providing cost-conscious buyers with the high fuel economy they're looking for. One more point, the 3800 has proven its remarkable durability and reliability over millions of miles and many years of service. The 3800 puts out 205 horsepower at 5,200 RPM and 230 pounds-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. The engine feels solid and secure at high speed and provides ample low-end torque for responsive performance. All Grand Marquis models are equipped with Ford's 4.6-liter modular engine. It's a V8 that produces 224 horsepower at 4,800 RPM with 275 pounds-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. With its higher displacement, Grand Marquis does have a slight power and torque advantage, but it can't match LeSabre's outstanding acceleration and fuel economy. Why? Physics. The Grand Marquis V8 has to push nearly 600 more pounds than LeSabre's V6. As a result of its lighter weight, LeSabre boasts a better power-to-weight ratio than the heavier Grand Marquis. The extra weight, as well as 2 more cylinders on its V8 engine, put the Grand Marquis at a disadvantage when it comes to fuel economy. With LeSabre, we're showing an EPA-estimated 20 miles per gallon in city driving and 29 miles per gallon on the highway. Grand Marquis shows 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway. On a percentage basis, LeSabre's advantage over Grand Marquis is 11% in the city and 16% on the highway. Let's look at the LeSabre advantage in another way that's more applicable to the driving environment. Even though we have a slightly smaller fuel tank on the LeSabre with 18 gallons of capacity compared to Grand Marquis' 19 gallons, the maximum range of LeSabre over Grand Marquis using the EPA estimates is 522 miles versus 475 miles, a 10% advantage for LeSabre. A few more points to note are that the 3800 Series 2 V6 features sequential multi-port fuel injection with a tuned induction system, and there's a special counter-rotating balance shaft to control vibration. It delivers the smoothness of a V8 with the fuel efficiency of a V6. At the other end of the spectrum, Grand Marquis' V8 features a single overhead camshaft design. Like the 3800, it has electronic multi-port fuel injection and uses coil-on-plug ignition to enhance combustion as well as reducing the number of ignition-related components. Also, a new feature for 2005 is a revised electronic throttle control for improved torque management. Ride and handling is an area where we can easily see significant differences between these two competitors. It starts with a basic vehicle structure. LeSabre uses a rigid integral body frame configuration. This design helps engineers to reduce vehicle weight while adding strength to the overall body structure. This type of design also assists in providing a platform with increased interior volume. That's because the actual body structure functions as the frame, as opposed to having the frame as a separate component. That separate frame is how the Grand Marquis is structured. This design is referred to as body-on-frame. It's heavier than the integral frame design of the LeSabre. Also, when it comes time to decrease vehicle weight to improve fuel economy, the frame is often a target area. But in this configuration, lightening the frame can cause an overall reduction in strength and a loss of rigidity. This can have a detrimental effect on ride and handling. LeSabre is significantly different in other areas too. It's a more efficient package. Even with relatively similar interior dimensions, on the exterior, Grand Marquis is nearly a foot longer than LeSabre at 211.9 inches compared to 200 inches. That translates into a vehicle that's not as maneuverable and is harder to park. The design of a LeSabre allows Buick to offer customers an uncompromising ride, as well as exceptional handling through the use of four-wheel independent suspension. Grand Marquis, on the other hand, does not have the nimble characteristics of the LeSabre. Up front, there's a short and long arm suspension with coil-over shocks. The Grand Marquis's rear suspension includes a Watts linkage to improve its handling and help overcome the inherent drawbacks of having a solid rear axle. Another factor is that there are no suspension options for the Grand Marquis GS convenience. Should a slightly firmer ride be desired to increase the LeSabre Custom's handling ability, the Grand Touring package can be included. This package includes a rear stabilizer bar, 3.05:1 axle ratio, 16-inch black wall touring tires, aluminum wheels, and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. LeSabre Custom with the bestseller package comes standard with 15-inch alloy wheels, which have a far better overall appearance than the hubcaps used on the Grand Marquis. LeSabre's already attractive advantage over Grand Marquis GS convenience can be further enhanced with the new available machine-face 16-inch aluminum wheel for an even more dynamic appearance. Both competitors offer a rack and pinion steering system for precise handling and excellent maneuverability. The Grand Marquis, however, provides a speed-sensitive variable assist steering system that's designed to improve low-speed cornering and high-speed road feel. A final point to note on ride and handling is that LeSabre's ride characteristics are significantly enhanced in a loaded condition due to the standard rear load leveling suspension system. It's designed to maintain vehicle trim even when heavily loaded or towing a trailer that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. It's a feature that's not available on the Grand Marquis GS. Both LeSabre and Grand Marquis have been the standard bearers for Buick and Mercury for many years. They provide full-size, affordable luxury to the North American market. They're classics and provide value for the money. In a heads-up competition, there is a difference when it comes to overall value and the ability to provide quality, reliability, and durability to their owners. For example, the maximum oil change interval on LeSabre is 10,000 miles. It's only 5,000 miles for Grand Marquis. Why the difference? The LeSabre Oil Life Monitor. It maximizes the efficiency of the motor oil by tracking driving style and comparing it to engine conditions. Rather than recommending a standard mileage point at which to replace your oil, the LeSabre Oil Life Monitor will let you know when you need to replace the oil. The transmission fluid change interval on the LeSabre is 100,000 miles. Transmission fluid changes on the Marquis GS are recommended every 30,000 miles. And how about engine coolant? In 2004, Mercury increased their coolant change interval from an interval of every 45,000 miles to every 100,000 miles or 5 years, whichever comes first. LeSabre's coolant change interval is 5 years or 150,000 miles, providing a significant mileage advantage. It's facts like these that you can use to sell the obvious advantages that LeSabre has in cost of ownership. In addition, point out our technological advantages, such as OnStar. It's available on the LeSabre Custom bestseller. For Grand Marquis GS convenience, or for any other Grand Marquis model, there's no equivalent. Warranty is, of course, an important issue. Both LeSabre and Grand Marquis have a bumper-to-bumper 3-year 36,000-mile warranty. The same is true for powertrain coverage. For rust-through protection, LeSabre has the edge with 6 years or 100,000 miles, while Grand Marquis offers 5 years with unlimited mileage. And when the unexpected happens, help isn't far away, as the manufacturers of both vehicles offer roadside assistance 24/7 at any time during the first 3 years of the warranty period. Both vehicles offer good warranties, with a slight advantage to LeSabre. The point you should really remember from this section is LeSabre's low cost of ownership. Looking at safety and security, both LeSabre and Grand Marquis GS offer an impressive list of standard and optional features. Standard occupant protection features include front and rear crush zones, safety cage construction, and side door beams. Both LeSabre Custom Bestseller and Grand Marquis GS have driver and front passenger airbags standard. Optional side impact airbags are available for both models. New safety features for Grand Marquis GS Convenience in 2005 are a front passenger seat weight sensor and a track position sensor for the front passenger seat. And a point about airbags and child safety. Remind your customers to always use safety belts and proper child restraints even with airbags. Children are safer when properly secured in the rear seat. Never place a rear-facing infant restraint in the front seat of any vehicle equipped with an active frontal airbag. Continuing on, daytime running lamps and automatic lamp control are key safety features that Buick LeSabre offers as standard equipment. Grand Marquis GS doesn't offer either feature at any price. Another item that's not included on the Grand Marquis GS is a tire inflation monitor. It's part of the Driver Information Center that's included on the LeSabre Custom Bestseller and alerts the driver when one tire has an inflation pressure that's significantly different from the others. So, bottom line, how do the 2005 LeSabre Custom Bestseller and the Grand Marquis GS Convenience compare? Even though both can be considered the standard bearers for their brand and present luxury amenities at a value price, the LeSabre provides significantly more car for the money. In comfort and convenience, LeSabre is well ahead of Grand Marquis GS in terms of the Driver Information Center, available heated seats, the 6-speaker Concert Sound 2 audio system, and the availability of XM radio. Also, how about theft lock? It's a feature that's standard on LeSabre Custom Bestseller, but, like the others just mentioned, unavailable on Grand Marquis GS Convenience. In power and performance, LeSabre has better fuel economy and longer range over the Grand Marquis GS Convenience and its V8. In ride and handling, LeSabre's front-wheel drive and rigid body construction offer a more stable platform than the Grand Marquis. 3 other advantages stand out. LeSabre's 4-wheel independent suspension, suspension options with the Grand Touring package. The Grand Marquis GS has no suspension options. And LeSabre Custom Bestseller has rear load leveling suspension. Turning to quality, reliability, and durability, we have OnStar. They have no equivalent. Then there's savings in vehicle maintenance. Compare Grand Marquis GS's maximum 5,000 miles between oil changes and LeSabre's 10,000 miles. LeSabre's 100,000-mile transmission fluid versus Grand Marquis GS's recommended 30,000-mile fluid changes. And our 150,000-mile DexCool coolant versus their 100,000-mile premium gold. And Buick makes maintenance even easier and more cost-efficient for LeSabre owners with the use of the oil life monitor. Again, that's something not offered by Mercury on any Grand Marquis model. And how about the Driver Information Center? It's part of the LeSabre Custom Bestseller equipment package, but is unavailable on the Grand Marquis GS Convenience. In safety and security, look to LeSabre advantages in daytime running lamps, automatic lamp control, and the tire inflation monitor. All these points, along with the other ones mentioned in this program, combine to show that LeSabre Custom Bestseller is a far better value than the Mercury Grand Marquis GS Convenience. Refer to your competitive comparison reference guide for more information about LeSabre and the competition. And be sure and visit www.buick.com for the latest information on Buick LeSabre, America's best-selling full-size car.